the movie that kind of bonded you in college was your movie with zombies, you know?
That's right. Radius 8 it was called. Why don't you put it on YouTube for the fans? Didn't you use like a potato to make a robot? I swear it was part cardboard, part potato.
That is true. Lee did see my film and go, that James guy's pretty talented. I should write that guy's coattail.
I was so dumb back then. No, I did. If James, I think when he puts it on YouTube, you'll be able to see it. You've still got a copy, right?
No, see, I think the thing that Lee and I bonded back in, I mean, the thing was, we met after high school in university, and we were pretty much the only ones straight out of high school in that particular course, and because they were all pretty much mature age students, and they were grown-ups. Unlike the two of us, we were kids, and I think that really had something to do with it. Like Lee and I share very similar interests. We love the same kind of films. We want to make the same kind of films. And so we thought, you know what, maybe between the two of us we'll make Half a Man.
I don't even know what to say.
It was so brilliant. It was such a great one. Yeah, anyway.
Do you think you'll ever revisit zombies again, but with your own twist?
He would love to. He loves zombie films.
I love zombie films, yes. I'm a big fan of zombie films, so I'm still trying to convince Lee to write us a really cool zombie film.
I'm trying to resist. I actually did write a zombie film, but it's more of a comedy. But
it wasn't for me, so it doesn't really count.
It could be, it depends how badly you want it.
Comedy's another route we can probably go. There's a great sense of humour as well in Insidious, but
We'd like to. We'd like to do something.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, we want to try all different genres.
It would be cool for Lee and I to actually, do a comedy. I don't know if you can tell, believe it or not. Lee's actually a pretty funny guy, and he can write pretty funny stuff. I've seen it in the past. I think you should bring it on to your present work. But I've been trying to convince Lee to write us a really funny comedy. And maybe, it'd be cool if we did.
Saw.
So it was a comedy. It was a black comedy. So no, hopefully, we're big film fans, so hopefully, we'll get the chance to make movies in all genres and not just scary films.
Kind of a big staple of haunted house movies is seancing. It's just nothing like you've seen before in your own. It's kind of already kind of a classic up there with Drag Me to Hell and Manitou scene. So what was it like to film that?
Well, how was it like for you to come up with that?
It was good. Well, that was basically just me wanting to stick to our tradition of trying to differentiate ourselves from the other stuff that's out there. We at least try and put our little stamp on it, our trademark. And so I kind of came up with that idea, and then talked to James about it, and then next thing you know, we're on set putting it on, and it seemed like pretty hard. It was easy to shoot for the actors because we just had to sit there and play, have jokes. But you actually had to work pretty hard.
Yeah, shooting, believe it or not, when you have actors that are just sort of sitting around talking to one another, it's actually much harder to shoot. It's a lot easier to shoot action scenes because your camera work, the way you cut the film, is pretty much dictated by what's happening on screen. Dictated by the movement of the action sequences that's playing on screen. So when we created this seance sequence, we knew that we wanted to start it out very slow and very slow burning to begin with, and for it to just escalate and eventually go completely out of control, and so that was part of the fun for me and challenge as well for me to design it visually as to how I would shoot it and how I would light it, and and I would talk with Lee, because I knew that by the end of the sound sequence I really wanted to go just all out chaotic with the camera flash just going off non-stop to the point where it feels like a strobe light, and so so these are visual elements that I would talk to Lee with and see if there were ways that we can incorporate it organically into the film, so that when we come time to film it, it wouldn't seem too out of place. Without giving too much away, I guess we do have a medium during the seance sequence where she channels spirit from the other world, and the way she does that is she puts herself into a trance, and she starts to speak in tongues, so to speak, and this device that she puts over her head that then gets translated to the assistant that is played by Lee here, and then he has to translate what she's saying. I think that was a very unique thing that Lee came up, and and it was up to me to visually bring it to life, and and it was a fun thing for me and my production designer to kind of come up with this weird device, and so and so that would then inform all the paranormal investigators' ghost detecting devices. And have fun making them kind of crazy but unique at the same time.
You guys love your gadgets and contraptions.
Yes.
Are you kind of tech savvy or?
Not really at all. We're not very technical.
We're pretty dumb, actually. You can tell by our films.
It's true. No, I mean we're actually not. We like our contraptions to be a bit heightened slightly. It's our view of these gadgets rather than an actual view of what these gadgets would actually look like.
Yeah, we want it to be cinematic. At the end of the day, we wanted the film to feel like when you're watching it, for it to have a cinematic experience and not just we're not there to give you an instruction manual, basically. So because we like doing things that are a bit more over the top. It's fun, but it can also be pretty crazy, right?
Yeah. I mean, we walk a fine line between people ridiculing us and people liking us. We seem to be fairly polarizing in our stuff.
This is the last question.
Yeah. So the site that I write for is all geek girls, geeks in general. So is there anything you guys geek out about?
I'm kind of afraid to say it, but I'm a big Apple fan. I'm a big fan of Apple products. I know, I'm a sucker for the stuff that Steve Jobs cooks up.
You also love Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, I love Harry Potter big time, so I'm very happy to be here. Yeah.
We kind of geek out about a lot of stuff.
We film geeks, first and foremost.
Yeah, exactly. Like whether it's Mad Max or Jaws or new films that are coming out, we kind of get really into it. I have a little Mad Max collection of Mad Max action figures, and I also have the Interceptor. I have 3 actually. And
Lee is really just a kid.
No, literally, I'm 14 years old.
14. He has this condition that makes him look a lot older, like the movie Jack with Robin Williams. That's him.
It's weird. I have this condition where I'm 14, but I look 22. And it's weird, but it lets me drink in bars and pubs. I don't say pubs because we're in Ireland. When I'm in America, I just say bars. They don't know what you're talking
You
about.
should speak louder because that's not my microphone.
Really? Oh. So they haven't heard anything we've said anyway.
I know, I try to, you've seen me, I've been trying to project.
So basically this interview is going to be you going, what do you think, Lee?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry.
You can like write subtitles,
Yeah,
right? You can.
You could change it, that would be funny. Subtitles.
Can you make Lee funny with your subtitles? That'd be cool.
I think he said something.
He says something, yeah, in parentheses.
Because I know you guys love true ghost stories.
Ah, nice.
Oh,
That's awesome.
thank you.
Real Irish ghost stories. There is tons of ghost stories here.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Love real life ghost stories.
Yes.
That's what inspired us to want to make Insidious. And it's much influenced by real life ghost stories that we've heard from family and friends.